As I've said elsewhere, this week you're going to begin work on your final literary analysis essay. So this week we're really going to be practicing by reading some pieces of literary criticism, which will be the kind of essay writing or the kind of sources that you will use as research to support your analysis of Death of the Salesman. We are going to be using literary criticism. Elsewhere on this week's Blackboard page, you'll get information about different kind of critical lenses that you might use. Although I'm encouraging you to either use a feminist lens or a gendered lens, or a Marxist or economic lens, as I think that these are two of the easiest ways to read the play. Importantly, when you begin your research, I do not want you using sources like Cliff Notes or Spark Notes or generally the kind of information that you're going to get from a Google search. These are not what are considered scholarly sources. And so these are not the kind of sources that you want to include in your works cited page or in your research sources for the essay. Instead, next week, we're going to be taking a look at something called research databases, which will give you access to some of the more scholarly or more elevated pieces of research and scholarship that will become the basis of your research essay. So for this week, I just want you to take a look at the sources that I have included for you. Next week, you'll get some more information about how to go about searching and locating sources on your own. So again, as you're going through this week's activities, I want you to begin thinking about the final paper, although we're not necessarily beginning it this week. I do want you to have an understanding of where we are, the direction that we're headed to.